From the Xavier University Television Studio, this is Xavier News. Your campus, your region, your world. This is Xavier News.
Hello everyone, I'm Drew Collins.
And I'm Molly Sturm. Today is February 11th, 2022. Welcome back to Xavier News.
COVID-19 cases are beginning to decline in Hamilton County. Although active cases are on the decline, hospitalization and death rates are high as lagging effects of the Omicron surge this winter, according to the Hamilton County Commissioner, Denise Dryhouse. In other parts of the country, states such as New York, Illinois, New Jersey, Connecticut, and Delaware have all decided to drop their mask mandates. A few of these states will still require masks in schools and give businesses the option to still require masks.
Xavier welcomes a new Vice President for Institutional Diversity and Inclusion. Ivy K. Banks will fill this role. She has over 15 years of expertise in higher education and diversity and inclusion, strategic to her leadership role.
With Valentine's Day quickly approaching on Monday, we asked our students what their plans are.
Hi, my name is Molly Sturm, and today I'm going to be asking Xavier students how they feel about Valentine's Day. Do you have any Valentine's Day plans?
At the moment, I do not have any Valentine's Day plans. Hoping that'll change, but we'll see what happens.
I think my best friend Blue and I are probably going to get each other really cheesy gifts, and that's it.
Really, I'm just planning on just having a fun day, obviously chill, probably watch a movie.
Do you have a favorite Valentine's Day candy?
Oh, Twix. Anything chocolate, but mainly Twix, yeah.
Oh, gosh. I love Reese's. I love the little Reese's Hearts they do. They're so nice. I also like, the traditional box of chocolates is always nice.
My favorite Valentine's Day candy, probably Sweethearts.
Sweethearts?
I feel like, the most important Valentine's Day candy is the one that your significant other or yourself like. You either treat yourself or treat them.
Aww. If you could put anything on a candy heart, what would it be?
Enjoy the day.
Enjoy the day? That's a cute one.
If I could put anything on a candy heart, gay rights.
If I could put anything on a candy heart, it would probably be Just Be You.
Just Be You? That's cute.
If I could put anything on a candy heart, it would be roll skis.
Roll skis?
Spotify has faced major backlash after being accused of allowing COVID misinformation to spread. Spotify purchased exclusive rights to the Joe Rogan Experience podcast in 2022, where Rogan has since used his platform to share anti-vax information and publicize conspiracy theories surrounding COVID. In protest, Neil Young, Joni Mitchell, and several others have demanded that Spotify remove their music from the platform. Spotify reportedly suffered a loss of $4 billion in the wake of this crisis. The company has since announced that they will take new steps to combat misinformation.
Russia accuses Ukraine of failing to implement the Minsk Agreement, an international deal to restore peace in the East. In response, President Joe Biden has formally deployed 3,000 U.S. troops to Poland, Germany, and Romania to support the NATO allies that feel threatened by Russia's military moves in Ukraine and possibly invasion. Russia has moved roughly 30,000 troops to Belarus. The deployment has been the largest since the Cold War.
There's a lot of excitement in the air here in Cincinnati with the Bengals advancing to the Super Bowl this weekend. Trevor Ray gives us a first-hand look at how fans are reacting.
Welcome to Xavier Sports. I'm Trevor Ray, and today I am in downtown Cincinnati at the Banks with Paul Brown Stadium behind me. Today the Bengals are playing the divisional round against the Tennessee Titans in Tennessee. The game is currently in the first quarter, and the Bengals already have a field goal, so they are up 3-0. So we're going to interview some of these loyal fans in this 30-degree weather today and see what they have to say about the Bengals. Who dey? How long have you been a fan of the Bengals?
Man, I've been a fan of the Bengals ever since I was a kid. Boomer Esiason. I mean, anybody you could think of, man. We're talking about all the way back then. We're talking about the last, 91 when we got the last playoff win?
That's right.
I was like 7. Yeah, I was 7 years old. I'm telling my age, but, we back here again.
Back with a couple more loyal Bengals fans and some Xavier students. How'd you guys feel about the game last week when we won and broke a 31-year curse?
Amazing. It was awesome. I mean, we were down here again.
Yeah.
Really?
We got Yard House and we were like, ah, it was so fun.
How are you feeling about the Bengals game so far?
Excited, man. Excited, man. You feel me? I'm happy to see it. You know what I'm saying?
Another Xavier student.
Oh, yeah.
Out here representing the Bengals. How are you feeling about the game so far? Up 6-0.
Hey, I'm feeling great. First play, turnover. We love those.
I think the key to the win today is Jamar Chase. He's the key to the win.
How long have you guys been Bengals fans?
Forever.
1985.
Wow.
Since about 1976, I was born and raised a Bengals fan. I've been here since at least 1985. Woo! Love Bengals, baby. Go Bengals!
All right, it's halftime. The Bengals are up 9-6. How are we feeling so far?
I'm pumped. I'm ecstatic.
What do you guys think the Bengals need to keep doing in order to win this game?
Today we need to air it out. We're running the ball too much in the first half. We need to air it out. Titans are trash at pass defense. We need to air the ball out. We got Joe Bird, Joe Shiesty. We got to air it out.
We do.
Throw it deep, baby. Throw it deep.
Jamar Chase, throw it deep.
All day long.
He's somewhere out there, right?
Championship game for the first time since 1988.
The halftime show has been announced, and fans can look forward to watching performances from Kendrick Lamar, Eminem, Mary J. Blige, Snoop Dogg, and Dr. Dre.
Bad news for students. Xavier tuition will see an increase for next year. Due to COVID, the university did not increase tuition last year, but has decided that next year it will be raised by 6%.
Former Miss USA in 2019 attorney and extra correspondent Chesley Christ has passed away at the age of 30 on Sunday, January 30th. Christ was found outside her Manhattan apartment after her fall. In life, Christ was an aspiring woman who worked tirelessly to inform others on ways to improve diversity, equity, and inclusion in professional spaces through speaking engagements. Her work as a diversity advisor at Poitner-Spurl, nonprofit engagements, and presence in entertainment and pageantry.
Maine Swift shares a more in-depth look at Xavier's queer spaces on campus.
I think that Xavier has the energy to make people feel included, but those energies aren't directed in the right space and they aren't directed enough. The energies aren't encouraged, and I think that a lot of queer students feel almost sequestered to certain parts of campus.
I don't think Xavier does the best it can do in terms of making its queer students feel accepted, welcomed. I feel like there is a lot that it could be doing that it isn't. I feel like what it does do is largely performative and doesn't really have an effect on the queer population. Xavier could do a lot more to actively and explicitly include queer students in their mission. They do a lot in terms of diversity, but I feel like the queer population is often swept under the rug. Another thing I would like from Xavier is possibly a queer-specific living space.
I know of the institutionally correct places to have safe spaces, and I'm thankful that they're there in some capacity. I know about the ones in CDI. I know about the new Equity and Inclusion Center in the library.
So as somebody who is part of the Queer Alliance that Xavier has here, I know that that is a space where a lot of queer people go, and that's probably the most populous space for connection that queer students have. I am also a companion group leader through the CFJ, and the companion group that I co-lead is queer specific. So every student that we have in there is in some way, shape, or form part of the LGBT community, though that community is much smaller than the Queer Alliance. I only work with the CDI in terms of going to the Queer Alliance meetings. I'm not exactly sure what it is they do on campus.
I had the great opportunity to speak with some faculty about diversity and inclusion in the classroom about last week, and they were really receptive and really asking a lot of questions. I would just encourage those professors to take their learning as they encourage us to, outside of their classroom.
To show not only that they acknowledge their queer students and that they respect them, but also that they want them to feel comfortable, and not only comfortable but happy at Xavier.
Taking a look at upcoming movies, the Uncharted movie starring Tom Holland and Mark Wahlberg hits theaters next Friday, February 18th. This highly anticipated film is sure to be a fast-paced, wild ride. Moving on, tickets for Robert Pattinson's The Batman went on sale. Better grab yours sooner rather than later to guarantee your seat to see the movie when it comes out Friday, March 4th.
With award shows also quickly approaching, Kristen Stewart, Penelope Cruz, and Nicole Kidman are up for the Best Actress at the March 27th Oscars, snubbing the House of Gucci performance by Lady Gaga. Gaga is also the only actor this season to hit all 4 major precursors: Golden Globe, Critics' Choice, Screen Actors Guild, and BAFTA.
In science news, researchers are hopeful about a long-term cure for leukemia. In 2010, a handful of leukemia patients had their immune cells genetically modified to track down and kill cancerous cells in the blood. 10 years later, those patients are still cancer-free. While the treatment is still experimental, researchers say that the results have been, quote, beyond our wildest expectations. Well, that's all from the news desk.
We'll be right back with the Xavier Sports Report.
And welcome back to the Xavier Sports Report. We have a lot to catch up on. First and foremost, how about these Bengals? In Week 17, the Bengals beat the Kansas City Chiefs, which made them AFC champions of the AFC North, that is, and secured them a spot in the playoffs. On January 15th, their playoff run began by facing the Las Vegas Raiders in Cincinnati. This was a huge game because before then, the Bengals had not won a playoff game in 31 years. An interception from Jermaine Pratt with 12 seconds left on the clock secured the Bengals' victory, breaking what many fans have called the Bo Jackson curse, and sent them to the AFC divisional round. So the Bengals went to Tennessee to take on the number 1 seed in the AFC, the Tennessee Titans. And with an exciting win in Tennessee, they sent themselves to the AFC Championship round to face the Chiefs. The Chiefs were the only thing standing in the way of the Bengals going to the Super Bowl. The last time the Bengals played in the AFC Championship game was January 8th, 1989 against the Buffalo Bills, a game the Bengals won with a final score of 21-10. The Bengals had a slow start and the Chiefs had an early lead. Eli Apple made a critical tackle to stop the Chiefs from getting into the end zone right before halftime to keep the score 21-10. The Bengals came back strong in the second half, scoring 11 points with a field goal, a touchdown, and a 2-point conversion in the third quarter, and prevented Kansas City from scoring anything. The game was tied at the end of the fourth quarter, taking the game into overtime. When the Chiefs won the coin toss, everyone thought the game was over, and we were all going to see a repeat of what happened before when the Chiefs beat the Buffalo Bills in overtime by scoring on their very first drive. The Bengals' defense had other plans, however. It was third down and Patrick Mahomes threw the ball way downfield to Tyreek Hill when Jesse Bates tipped the ball right into the arms of Von Bell. The Bengals had the ball and were able to march downfield and get close enough to set up a field goal for star rookie kicker Evan McPherson. McPherson hit the game-winning field goal, sending the Bengals to the Super Bowl. The Super Bowl is this Sunday at 6:30 p.m. The Bengals will face the LA Rams at SoFi Stadium in LA. The last Super Bowl the Bengals were in was Super Bowl 23 in 1988 season, where they faced the San Francisco 49ers. That game with the 49ers defeating the Bengals 20-16. The Bengals have only been to one other Super Bowl in 1981 and have never won a Super Bowl. Hopefully this Bengals team can continue its incredible season and bring the Lombardi Trophy back to Cincinnati for the first time ever. On top of the Bengals making the Super Bowl, the NFL awards were announced last night. Jamar Chase was awarded Offensive Rookie of the Year, and Joe Burrow was awarded Comeback Player of the Year. The Winter Olympics are going on right now as well. Legendary American snowboarder Shaun White announced his retirement after falling just short of earning a medal. Irene Schouten, speed skater for the Netherlands, completed a sweep of the women's distance events, earning 2 gold medals and breaking 2 Olympic records. Right now, Germany is leading with 7 gold medals and 11 total. Norway is second with 6 gold medals and 14 total. America is currently sitting in 6th place with 4 gold medals, 5 silver medals, and 1 bronze medal for a total of 10 medals. The Olympics ends on February 20th, so there is still plenty of times for more medals to be won. Xavier basketball is still going. The men's team is ranked 25 in the NCAA right now with 16 wins and 7 losses. They have won 2 of their last 4 games against Creighton and Butler. The 2 losses were very close games against DePaul and Seton Hall. The Musketeers face off against the UConn Huskies tonight at 7 o'clock at the Cintas Center. Hopefully the energy of Cintas can propel the Muskies to a win tonight and keep them in the top 25. Well, that is all for Xavier Sports. I'm Trevor Ray, and as always, let's go X.